Let's be the force that history remembers, not just for our response, but for our commitment to people.
Welcome to Scorpion Lens 2024. This is the Department of Defense's largest annual Joint and Coalition Public Affairs and Combat Camera exercise. This year's focus is designed to test readiness, which prepares Total Force ComCam members to deploy and execute agile combat employment within a contingency environment, while demonstrating ComCam's ability to shape the information environment. This year, Scorpion Lens saw a total of 163 participants, to include subject matter experts from 21 career fields, exercise planners, role players, and students. The students, comprised of Air Force, Army, Marines, and Netherlands Armed Forces members, were broken into 8 teams.
What we're doing in a span of 2 weeks is that we're training our airmen how to be what's considered a mission-ready airman. Everything from understanding how to do their job in an austere or hostile situation and learning how they can impact the information environment.
This is important because they get to learn things that maybe they don't learn at other places. So they get to see the value of imagery and information, to see how it impacts an information environment, how they can help create an information advantage for commanders.
You can provide an image to a customer, but if you understand how that can have a bigger strategic impact, you know that you can disseminate that to other members in the force, and they can use that as well.
Common sense dictates I don't want to get shot. We move to the quickest vehicle as fast as we can, right? All right, teams 2, team 3 in there. Let's go.
During week 1 of Scorpion Lens, participants receive classroom instruction and hands-on training in 15 subject areas, to include medevac procedures, mounted operations, sensitive site exploitation, humanitarian operations, and more.
So this week we're focused on giving them all of the training tasks, the hands-on application, where it's more of like a learning moment, so that we can make sure that everybody has the hands-on skills and the knowledge that they need for in the phase 2 training in the field.
That makes sense.
This year's exercise simulates hostilities in the Indo-Pacific region, where a hostile nation has taken action against a long-standing U.S. ally.
We decided to kind of come up with a fictional scenario that's going to base us in more of an austere location, where we're going to have to focus on that communication channel, and we're going to have to focus on how we actually send and transmit the imagery to the decision makers.
In an innovative way to make the exercise even more realistic, the team leads were assigned to a joint operations center, geographically separating them from their teams.
I'm definitely more of a lead from the front kind of leader, or at least I like to be. And so that's been tough to kind of give that up. However, I will say we have a really strong team. At the end of the day, you just kind of let them go and watch them get it done. And that's the most fulfilling thing as a team leader.
Week 2 begins as teams are tasked to deploy to the McCrady Training Area, located near Columbia, South Carolina.
So this morning we got a very early call in the morning. We all got recalled to deploy out to Fumaro. It came in at 3 a.m. We all reported to the squadron by 6 a.m. and then we were on the road heading towards our deployed location.
The first part of week 2 has participants preparing for 8 training events they will encounter later in the week through a series of training spokes.
Over these next few days, they're going to receive some additional training where they're going to go over mounted operations, land navigation, some basic weapons, handling, and fundamentals. And then we're going to test them on everything that they've already learned the previous week.
Then we end it with essentially the FTX, right? It's the culmination of everything you learned. That's the full-on sprint. You either know it or you don't. But throughout that time, we are testing and evaluating every single step of the way.
Get up, get your gear, grab your 2 MREs, report to the jock at 0330!
All right, good morning everybody. I'm Lieutenant Craven, the J39 Information Warfare. This morning we received intel that Chendong is touched down in Fumaro. We're operating in a contested information environment. Red propaganda has gone relatively unchecked thus far, but we need to ramp up our efforts today to both garner Fumaro and international support.
The field training exercise is a grueling 12-hour day designed to test the mental and physical fortitude of the participants. Each team will rotate through 8 events which mimic actual missions they may encounter while deployed.
Anybody can go out and do a simple 1-hour mission, talk about it, figure it out in the end. But once we have you in the field for 12, 13 hours, you're hot, you're tired, you're exhausted, people start to, break down. And we want to see that resilience from that team so that we know that when we send them out to, the real fight ahead, they know what they're made of, they know what they can handle, so that if their worst day does come, we've already trained them for everything that they have in front of them.
It's more than just being evaluated on a point level. It's about what are they actually taking away from this, and I think what they're taking away from this is something that will benefit them in the future, because they're taking away from this a better understanding of the information environment today.
And in first place, with the overall score of 1,335 points, is teammate.
To see it all culminate and all the preparation that we've done for the last week, and then get into the exercise and perform for these last 3 days is just, it's been incredible. The award is great, and we're very, very thankful and humbled to have it, but the biggest lessons we learned were leadership and coming together. When you can come together as a team, you are quite literally unstoppable.
Horsemen, mount out! It's been quite great being here with the Dutch participants. It's a good opportunity for us to work in an international environment, but also the importance of being able to integrate into a team, which is really important because we don't do that a lot, and that was one of the best things we are learning here.
Scorpion Lens has been a very awesome and unique experience for me. Getting to come out here and learn, and to get to work alongside the sister services and even some Dutch allies of ours has been really, really cool.
I believe we did the best we possibly could given the circumstances. I believe we put our best foot forward, and I'm very proud of that fact.
I think that we killed it. This has been a process that we've been out here for 3 full days learning things, and we put everything together collectively, and we really, really learned from all the things that we talked, took the feedback that we were given, and executed it today amazingly.
I think we learned some really good communication skills that I'm going to bring back to my shop. Even as PA, I think that this type of training is super valuable.
Being able to be under high stress situations while also performing the job that we are given in our military career path is so important, because these are real life situations that can actually happen.
Thank you for the experience. It's been a blast, and I'm forever grateful.